Hello and good morning. It's still 10:32 a.m. So listen, yesterday was a lot, to say the least, okay? I know I didn't really post too much, but I had an adventure. So needless to say, I was getting up and I was hungry. I wanted something to eat, and I decided that I was going to go and get me some IHOP, okay? Because IHOP has, let me explain to you, very well, they have the hollandaise sauce that I love, and I put over top of the eggs. The last time I went, they had a plant-based sausage. They had a little bit like home fried potatoes, and then they gave me 2 pancakes with sugar-free syrup. Of course, the reason why I'm eating this sugar-free syrup is because the real sugar like that will fights me, okay? So let me say it real quick. So on top of that, what happened, I went ahead and I ordered my food, and I said that's what I wanted. I had seen the server that I had before, and I'm like, oh my God. And then she was like, we got hollandaise sauce. The last time I was there, they didn't have hollandaise sauce, but this time they had hollandaise sauce. So I was so grateful, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she remembers me. I'm talking to the manager. Oh my God, y'all's customer service is phenomenal. You got a wonderful manager who was here the last time I was here, who greeted me, came to my table, kind of like old school. So I'm telling you, energy level is on 10 at this point. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about this visit. I'm telling my friend on the phone, oh my God, I'm about to go to eat this, right? Oh my God. The last time my bill was probably like $10, $11. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm really saving a lot here for a quick little breakfast. So needless to say, I went ahead and I ordered my food, and the food came out. And here comes this patty on my plate, probably about this big. And I'm like, okay. I had made sure I told her, impossible sausage, and nevertheless. So all of a sudden, a patty came out, and I'm like, I don't remember this impossible patty being that size. It could be me. Maybe I was hungry last time. I don't know. So what happened is I had my computer up because I was doing some work, and then I looked at Google to do images of impossible sausage for IHOP just to see, and it looks like it looked the same, I guess, So I'm like, I went ahead and started eating. So the girl never came over to ask me if I wanted any water, any kind of thing of that sort. But the manager came over, and she had gave me water, like a refill. And then I was telling my friend on the phone, I'm like, you know what? This girl's customer service is terrible. And I'm just already, I don't know how this is going to be. It's just like she's not attending to me. She's not checking on me. She's not refilling my water. This is just simple. I'm not a server. So excuse me, servers, if you feel a certain way about what I'm saying. I would just feel like that would just be the bare minimum to make sure that I'm hydrated while I'm sitting there eating and chomping down all this food. So nevertheless, I sit there and I'm eating this food, and she comes back, and I'm thinking, oh, she's going to ask me if I want some water, more water, right? No, she didn't. She came back to put my bill on the table. Here's your bill. So when I get the bill, it was $17. This girl charged me $1.30 for some barbecue sauce to dip my potatoes in. And then she charged me an upcharge for a patty, right? Well, I didn't look at that all the way, but I was telling the lady about the price difference, and I'm like, I didn't pay this last time I was here. I don't understand how come it rung up like this. And she's like, okay, the manager's like, okay, I'll go in and check it out and see how we can save you some money, or see how we can switch it. Maybe we rung it up different. And I said, okay, well, let me look at my receipt, just to make sure, So I look at my receipt, and it says on my receipt, pork sausage. Oh my God. This is making me mad all over again. Lord help. So nevertheless, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, did this lady really, like, why did she put this? Like pork sausage, like, why did she ring this? Like, she knows what I asked. So I asked the other lady, and I'm like, hey, let me see what the plant-based sausage looks like. let me see the plant-based sausage. And she was like, okay, give me a second, you know, and then I can probably go back to the kitchen to see it. I said, I'm just curious about something because that sausage kind of tastes a little bit different, almost like pork. And I'm like, dang, they're starting to make this Impossible meat almost taste like meat, right? Lo and behold, here come this girl, bless her heart. And she's like, oh no, I did do that. I did do that. I did accidentally had to ring it up like that when I was ringing up your meal. I was just trying to find out like the sausage and I hit a button and that's what came up. So I'm looking like, is this lady playing a joke on me? Is this for real? So the manager stops. Everybody pauses like, oh my God, are you serious? And so the manager is like, I don't know what I could do. Like, can I remake your food? And I'm like, no. I was speechless. I said, no. So the next thing you know, the manager takes the receipt and she crumbles it in her hand. And she said, don't worry about your bill. So you know what the next steps are. I called corporate. I want to hear your opinion. Should I have called corporate or should I just have excused it and just let it go? Because as you know, over a year now, I have not ate meat. So my stomach was fighting me yesterday. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm waiting to hear. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was right. I don't know. You tell me. What would you do?